So, you are pretty serious about your jiu-jitsu or wrestling training. You realize that becoming stronger and faster will only improve your performance on the mat, and you want to start to incorporate strength and conditioning into your regimen. But there's a problem. How often should you train? What split should you do? How do I do enough to get the benefit of lifting without it interfering with my sport? Don't worry, I have the answers to these questions for you in this video. Before we start though, I must get one thing out of the way. The sports sessions are the main priority. Do not ever skip a sports session for a strength training session. If anything, if you are feeling extremely fatigued and tired, cut out a strength session and rest for your sports session. The sport is always the number one priority and it always comes first. Skill acquisition is far superior to strength and conditioning, and it should be your main focus. With that out of the way, let's get to our first point, training frequency. The first thing we must look at is your current training schedule. How often are you on the mats? The more you are on the mats, the less training sessions we need to do, so we do not significantly impede with your recovery for your next BJJ session. For example, if you are training BJJ 6 to 7 times a week, then the absolute maximum amount of sessions you should do is 3. If you are only doing BJJ 1 to 2 times a week though, then you would greatly benefit from more training sessions, such as maybe 4 to 5. Next up, we got training experience. Have you ever lifted before? When was the last time you followed a strength training program? If you have never lifted or it's been several years since you followed a strength training regimen, then you should train less frequently. This is called the minimum dosage effect. You do not need as many training sessions to stimulate positive results from strength training. 1, maybe 2 full body sessions a week is enough for you to elicit positive growth in strength areas. Less is more, and in strength training, we want to do the least amount of volume/work to elicit the most results. We can always ramp up the volume and work later on in the future if need be. However, if you have more experience in the weight room and you are more advanced in your training, then you may need to train more frequently to induce growth and gains. 3 sessions a week seems to be the sweet spot for grapplers as long as the intensity is where it needs to be at in these sessions. Next, I have to go over quality over quantity. Do not do crap tons of volume like a professional bodybuilder. This will only leave you severely drained and sore for jiu-jitsu. Remember, jiu-jitsu or wrestling is the main focus, not the lifting. Plus, you are not on tons of gear or steroids that will help you recover from this insane amount of volume. Focus on 1 to 2 solid top sets for the exercise and be done. Perform the working set at a high intensity and with good form. After your training sessions, you should be feeling pretty good, not like you've just been completely wrecked and is supremely sore. And lastly, we have to prioritize recovery. Make sure you're getting high quality sleep, at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Sleep is where the growth happens and we make actual gains. Ensure that you are eating a high quality diet. Consume plenty of quality carbohydrates to fuel your training sessions and to fuel your recovery. Remember, carbohydrates is where we get glycogen, and glycogen is in the muscles where we allow us to produce force. For example, in terms of carbohydrates, I like to eat rice, bagels, pasta, and oatmeal. You should also be eating plenty of protein in order to repair your muscles. Protein is the building block for muscle growth. You should have high quality protein, and it should be at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight consumed daily. Some examples of high quality protein include chicken breast, steak, whey protein, eggs, fish, and etc. Chads, I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope it helps you balance your BJJ training with strength and conditioning. If you have any more questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I'll be happy to answer them in a future video. I'll see you Chads later.